A devastating explosion at an explosives factory in rural Tennessee has left 16 people dead and no survivors, according to authorities. The blast, which occurred early on a Friday morning, has sent shockwaves through the close-knit community and left a trail of devastation. The Accurate Energetic Systems plant, a military supplier, a research facility, was reduced to a smoldering mess of twisted metal and burned-out vehicles. The cause of the explosion remains a mystery, with investigators meticulously searching the incinerated site for clues. It's an emotional roller coaster, Humphreys County Sheriff Chris Davis shared during a news conference, his voice shaking as he asked for prayers for the victims' families. "We found no survivors." The impact of the tragedy was felt deeply by those who attended a vigil at Hurricane Chapel in McEwen. Senior pastor Tim Farris noted the personal connections many had to the victims and their families. "There's an outpouring of grief. People are hurting, and the tears won't stop," he said. "But this is also an opportunity for the church to step up and support our community during this difficult time." Among those who came to pray was Pamela Jane Brown, who sought comfort for her friends missing in the blast and their loved ones. She described the moment she learned of the explosion on social media as heart-wrenching. "It was a powerful moment of community coming together," she said. State officials have brought in a rapid DNA team to help identify the remains found at the site. The response effort, led by Sheriff Davis, involves around 300 people working carefully to manage the volatile nature of the damaged explosive material. "It's not like dealing with a regular accident or even a tornado. We're dealing with explosions and remains," Davis explained. Guy McCormick, a supervisory special agent with the ATF, emphasized the challenges of making the area safe for national investigators. "The scene can be unpredictable due to the heat and pressure from the blast." Davis acknowledged that it could take days, weeks, or even months to rule out foul play. The site is located in a picturesque, heavily wooded area of Middle Tennessee, nestled between the Tennessee River and Nashville. The modest homes scattered throughout the landscape are home to good old country people, as local resident Terry Bagsby described it. "People here are devastated. I don't know how to put it into words. Just a lot of grief," said Bagsby, a 68-year-old retiree who helps out at a nearby gas station. The explosion has left a mark on the community, with officials arranging counseling services for grieving students. At the church vigil, about 30 people gathered to pray and mourn, with soft weeping and whispered prayers filling the air. Pastor Farris reminded the media of the area's history of tragedy, including a deadly flood a few years ago. He emphasized the need for prayers and support for the first responders, who are physically and mentally exhausted from the response effort. "This weighs heavily on them. They need our prayers and encouragement," he said. The company's website describes an 8-building facility sprawling across wooded hills in the Bucksnort area, about 60 miles southwest of Nashville. It's unclear how many people work at the plant or were present during the explosion. In a social media post, Accurate Energetic Systems expressed their thoughts and prayers for the families and community affected, and gratitude for the first responders. The explosion was felt as far as Lobelville, a 20-minute drive away, where residents reported their homes shaking and capturing the loud boom on their home cameras. One resident, Gentry Stover, was jolted from his sleep, thinking his house had collapsed. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee has been monitoring the situation and asked residents to join him in prayer for the families impacted by this tragic incident. The United States has a history of deadly workplace accidents, including the Mourning coal mine explosion in 1907, which led to the creation of the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. Accurate Energetic Systems faced small fines in 2019 for violations of worker protection policies. And in 2014, an explosion at another ammunition facility in the area resulted in one fatality and multiple injuries. This tragedy has left a lasting impact on the community, and the search for answers continues.